The Illuminati. Even the word itself sends chills down your spine. It whispers of secret societies, hidden agendas, and a world controlled from the shadows. But is any of it real, or is it just a product of overactive imaginations? The truth, as always, is far more complicated. For centuries, the Illuminati has been a source of fascination and fear. They are said to be the masterminds behind some of the world's most significant events, pulling the strings from behind the scenes. Their symbols, like the all-seeing eye and the pyramid, are everywhere, hidden in plain sight. But who are they really, and what do they want? Join me as we delve into the murky world of the Illuminati. We'll separate fact from fiction, exploring the origins of this enigmatic group and its impact on modern society. To understand the Illuminati, we must travel back to 18th century Bavaria, a time of great intellectual and social upheaval. It was here, in 1776, that a young professor of law named Adam Weishaupt founded the Order of the Illuminati. Weishaupt, disillusioned with the church and the state, envisioned a society free from superstition and tyranny. His Illuminati was not a group of devil worshippers or power-hungry elites. Instead, it was a secret society dedicated to Enlightenment principles like reason, logic, and individual liberty. Members recruited from the upper echelons of society met in secret to discuss philosophy, politics, and the pursuit of knowledge. Their goal was simple: to infiltrate and influence society for the betterment of humankind. However, the Illuminati's existence was short-lived. Fearing their growing influence, the Bavarian government outlawed secret societies in 1785, forcing the Illuminati to disband. Despite their brief time in the spotlight, the Illuminati's ideas and ideals would have a lasting impact, sparking debate and controversy for centuries to come. Despite their demise in the late 18th century, the legend of the Illuminati lived on. No longer a historical entity, the Illuminati transformed into a symbol, a blank slate upon which people could project their fears and anxieties. Over time, the Illuminati became synonymous with power, secrecy, and control. Their name whispered in hushed tones alongside tales of global domination and sinister plots. This transformation was fueled by a potent cocktail of historical events, societal anxieties, and the human desire for simple explanations to complex problems. The French Revolution, with its violent overthrow of the established order, was often attributed to the Illuminati's machinations. Similarly, the rise of capitalism and the growing influence of powerful banking families led to accusations of Illuminati control over global finance. As the world became increasingly interconnected, so too did the supposed reach of the Illuminati. No longer confined to the shadowy corners of Europe, the Illuminati became a global phenomenon, their tendrils said to extend into every facet of modern life. Section 4. The Illuminati Puppet Masters, Fact or Fiction. Today, the Illuminati are accused of orchestrating everything from global pandemics and economic crises to the outcomes of elections and the content of popular music. The idea that a secret society could wield such immense power is both fascinating and terrifying. But how did these theories come to be, and why do they persist? They are said to control the media, manipulate governments, and even engineer social trends to further their own agenda. The media, often seen as the fourth estate, is believed to be a tool in the hands of these shadowy figures, shaping public opinion and controlling the narrative. Governments, too, are not spared, with claims that leaders are mere puppets dancing to the tunes of their hidden masters. But is any of it true? Believers point to a wealth of evidence to support their claims. They delve into history, literature, and even pop culture, piecing together a puzzle that to them reveals a grand design. They argue that the sheer volume of coincidences and patterns cannot be dismissed as mere chance. They see Illuminati symbols hidden in plain sight, from the eye of Providence on the US dollar bill to the pyramid on the back of a dollar bill. These symbols, they claim, are a way for the Illuminati to flaunt their power and presence, a silent nod to those in the know. They interpret current events through the lens of conspiracy, seeing the hidden hand of the Illuminati in every twist and turn of global politics. From wars and revolutions to economic downturns and technological advancements, every major event is seen as part of a larger, sinister plan. Celebrities, too, play a central role in Illuminati lore. Their influence over millions makes them prime candidates for manipulation, with their actions and words scrutinized for hidden meanings. Musicians like Beyoncé, Taylor Swift, and Kanye West are frequently accused of being Illuminati puppets, their music and performances riddled with supposed satanic symbolism and subliminal messages. Their meteoric rise to fame, some argue, is not just a result of talent and hard work, but a pact with these clandestine forces. Even politicians and world leaders are not immune, with figures like Barack Obama and Donald Trump accused of being Illuminati pawns. Their policies, speeches, and even personal lives are dissected for clues, with every decision seen as part of a grander scheme. The question remains, is this all just a series of coincidences, or is there a hidden truth waiting to be uncovered? Section 5. Whispers in the shadows. Evidence or illusion. While the evidence presented by believers can seem compelling at first glance, it rarely stands up to scrutiny. The allure of these theories often lies in their mysterious and enigmatic nature, drawing people in with the promise of uncovering hidden truths. The symbols they point to are often taken out of context, their original meanings distorted to fit a pre-existing narrative. This selective interpretation can make almost any symbol seem like a clue to a grand conspiracy. The Eye of Providence, for example, has its roots in Christian iconography representing the watchful eye of God. Its use in various contexts throughout history has been well documented and understood by scholars. Its presence on the US dollar bill is more likely a reflection of the religious beliefs of the Founding Fathers than a sign of Illuminati influence. The Founding Fathers were deeply influenced by Enlightenment ideals and their own religious convictions, which is reflected in the symbols they chose. Similarly, the claims of hidden messages in music and popular culture often rely on confirmation bias, the tendency to interpret information in a way that confirms pre-existing beliefs. This psychological phenomenon can lead people to see patterns and connections where none exist. When you're looking for hidden meanings, you're likely to find them, even if they're not really there. This is especially true in the age of the internet, where information and misinformation spread rapidly, and people can easily find others who share their beliefs. When you're looking for hidden meanings, you're likely to find them, even if they're not really there. This is especially true in the age of the internet, where information and misinformation spread rapidly, and people can easily find others who share their beliefs. The echo chambers of social media amplify these ideas, making them seem more credible than they are. Moreover, the sheer breadth and scope of the Illuminati conspiracy theory make it difficult to pin down. The theory encompasses everything from global politics to entertainment, making it a catch-all explanation for any number of unrelated events. They are accused of controlling everything and yet nothing, their goals constantly shifting and evolving to fit the narrative. This adaptability makes the theory unfalsifiable, as any evidence against it can be dismissed as part of the conspiracy. This lack of a clear and consistent ideology makes it difficult to take the Illuminati theory seriously as a cohesive worldview. Without a solid foundation, the theory remains a collection of loosely connected ideas, each more fantastical than the last. The real challenge lies in distinguishing between genuine historical facts and the layers of fiction that have been added over time. Scholars and historians continue to study the origins and evolution of these symbols and ideas, providing context and clarity. Their work helps to separate fact from fiction, offering a more nuanced understanding of history and culture. In the end, the search for hidden truths can be a fascinating journey, but it's important to approach it with a critical mind. By questioning the evidence and seeking out credible sources, we can better navigate the shadows and find our way to the truth. Section 6. Debunking the myth, the case for skepticism. Skeptics of the Illuminati theory argue that there is no credible evidence to support the continued existence of this 18th century secret society. They emphasize that the original Illuminati, founded in 1776 in Bavaria, was disbanded and outlawed by the government within a decade. Since then, no verifiable evidence has surfaced to suggest that the group continued to operate in any capacity. They point to the lack of any concrete proof, such as official documents, membership lists, or first-hand accounts from credible sources, to back up the extraordinary claims made by believers. Without these critical pieces of evidence, the theory remains speculative at best. Skeptics argue that the burden of proof lies with those making the claims, and so far that burden has not been met. Furthermore, the Illuminati's supposed influence over global events is often explained by simpler, more plausible factors like political ambition, economic self-interest, or plain old incompetence. For instance, political decisions and economic policies can often be traced back to the interests of those in power rather than a hidden agenda orchestrated by a secret society. Attributing complex events to a shadowy cabal of Illuminati puppet masters ignores the complexities of history and the messy reality of human behavior. History is filled with unpredictable events and unintended consequences, which are often the result of human error, conflicting interests, and the chaotic nature of societal change. Skeptics also highlight the logical inconsistencies and factual errors that plague many Illuminati theories. For example, many of these theories rely on cherry-picked evidence and ignore contradictory information. They often present a one-sided view that fits a predetermined narrative. rather than an objective analysis of the facts. For example, the claim that the Illuminati orchestrated the French Revolution ignores the well-documented social, economic, and political factors that contributed to this tumultuous period in history. The French Revolution was driven by widespread discontent with the monarchy, economic hardship, and the influence of Enlightenment ideas, rather than the machinations of a secret society. Ultimately, skeptics argue that the Illuminati theory is more about entertainment than truth. It provides a thrilling, if ultimately baseless, narrative that allows people to make sense of a complex and often chaotic world. These stories offer a sense of control and understanding, even if they are not grounded in reality. It provides a thrilling, if ultimately baseless, narrative that allows people to make sense of a complex and often chaotic world. In a world where information is abundant and often overwhelming, conspiracy theories like the Illuminati offer a simple explanation for complicated issues. They reduce the complexity of global events to a single, all-encompassing narrative, which can be comforting for those seeking answers. However, this simplification comes at the cost of truth and understanding, as it overlooks the multifaceted nature of reality.